So, Jim, a bit like last week, where it looked like it was petering out into a draw, and this time it's Hemel who go away victors. Disappointing afternoon for City today.
Yeah, it is very disappointing because first and foremost, we like playing here at home. A bit there's no fans, but like you say, it's our home ground, and it's been a fortress over the last sort of 3 to 5 years for us. And no disrespect to Hemel, we should be beating teams like this at home. So first and foremost, we are very disappointing today.
You had to draft Frankie Artis back in an unfamiliar centre-back role. I don't think he's played it in the 6 years at the club, just because of the absentees, presumably. You're really threadbare at the moment.
Yeah, so each day chucks its challenges. This week again, we've had a couple of lads that we've had to send home or isolate, and unfortunately we had one late on this morning. We make no excuses in football because that's why we've got a squad, and Frankie was the obvious one to drop in there for what we had left. Unfortunately, both those being sort of central defenders. We'd worked really hard all week on what shape we wanted to play, and we thought that the only way we could do it was to drop Frank in there, otherwise we'd be disrupting all the work we've done all through the week.
Then you're disrupted further when you've got to bring off a player you've only just signed on loan, Matt Busey, comes off at half time, and it didn't look too good for him either.
No, unfortunately, he just caught a bit of a late tackle, but also got a bit of a twist in it. So so all of a sudden we're having to juggle a few things around, but that's why I have a squad, Mark. But first and foremost, I think our squad's good enough to beat Hempstead at home, and that's taking no disrespect to Hemel. But they've come here, and you can just see at the end what it means to them. Managers celebrated there, rightly so, and the reaction of their players just shows that they've got a good team spirit and a bit of desire in their dressing room.
Started well as well for us. Donovan Wilson, 2 goals in 2 games. He took it so well as well. He went wide a goal and then drives it back across and gave you a springboard, but it didn't really manage to build on it because they levelled so quickly.
No, like you say, we've we know what Donny can do. He's just coming back into it, and he gives us that threat. It was a good ball down the line from Freddie, and a wonderful finish, and that's just what you want when you're at home, thinking get that one ahead, But like I say, we've conceded a goal. Really, we gave too many. We've been saying it. We've just been discussing it there. We gave too many free kicks again in and around our box, and giving free entries into your box. It's just a matter of time where things happen. So, it's a new group. We're working really hard with them. It's by no means a finished article. And like you say, we won't make any excuses. We'll roll our sleeves up. As staff, we'll work harder than ever, and hopefully we can, move on forward.
Can you put your finger on it why it's just not clicking at the moment in terms of results?
No, I can't. I think it's not one thing. I think in football you always find it's a bit like when we talk about goals. We looked at the second goal, and there was sort of three mistakes in that goal, and it's similar at the moment with the group. It's not just one thing. If we could put our finger on one thing, then we probably would be able to just turn it around straight away. Unfortunately, there's a number of things that we need to address, and each week we know what that is. It's just having the time to turn it around. And like you say, I've been at this football club a long time, and we don't like losing games, especially at home. And also, that's the 4th game on the trot we've lost. So we normally pride ourselves, so we don't get beat more than 3, and that's 4 today. So it's hurting tonight, Mark. But like you say, we will we'll do our utmost over the next few days to try and put it right for the next game.
Yeah, you've not got much time before the next game, of course, back on the road away to Dorking Wanderers on Tuesday. It doesn't get much tougher.
No, it doesn't, no, but sometimes they're the games that you need, going into a game, Dorking, we know what they're all about. They were strong in the playoffs, and, they've assembled a good squad down there. But like you say, people think that, as a group, we'll go home and we'll pick it up again on Tuesday. It's not, me and Jerry will probably still be talking tonight. Same again tomorrow morning, and we'll be looking at how we put things right. So the next 2 or 3 days will be really, really busy for us. And if we can do some things, to make the group better, then we will. So it is a quick turnaround, but like you say, is that we don't shy away from the work. We'll be doing everything we can to put it right.
Just a final thing, Hemel seemed to draft in a couple of players from lower leagues, of course, because they're inactive for the next few weeks. It's something which has been considered, could be looked into.
Yeah, that's like you say. we were sort of on the phone pretty much constantly all day yesterday, just looking at, not just for today, but how we make how we make the group stronger with what we've got at the moment. And sometimes there's some good players underneath it, we've definitely been looking at that, to maybe change a few things around. But like you say, sometimes that takes more than one or two phone calls. It takes a little bit of time, really. And like you say, whatever we bring in now, we've got to make it right, because it just seems that we just haven't got the right balance at the moment.